She gonna be in the studio. Next time I gonna be on live. I'm like, why they won't hear it? Like, she gonna be on Instagram. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so, yeah, you should put it like close right there.
Share the link with my peoples.
I don't want to put this up there like this because this is charging. This shit is keeping this phone very, very charged. I'm gonna try to rewind. Tell me I like go live in like 10 minutes.
I'm about to go live right now.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, are we?
I got y'all. I fish y'all some emotion.
Okay. Okay, yes.
I'm not y'all little baby.
We know that, King. We most definitely understand that.
Who said
nothing?
Hold up, friend. Am I your maid? Am I your maid? But am I? Hold up. Did I say I was your maid?
Don't say you got beef with me.
I can do that. I can say that now.
You know what?
Okay now. Hey now. Say now.
Say now.
No cap.
All right, friend. Look what I did for you.
I'm scared that this is gonna slip because of this case.
You ain't got no.
You don't want to take it out?
You don't want to take the case off? I just took my case off too.
I think I want to take it out, but it's a charging case, so it's like I want the phone to keep continuing.
Sorry,
I feel you. Take a look at these and let me know what you think. Okay, I did this off of RocketLawyer.com.
Okay, cool. I trust you.
Is the music playing? We 6 minutes past. Oh, we're on live right now.
Yeah, we live.
Okay, let's
we about to
get our lives.
I'm about to turn this off. The chat. All right, David, you got now went in on this, didn't you?
When it's time to start the music, I'm gonna play it over here. So let me. I do want the music to play.
Drink on the lean by the phone.
What's the
I sent you the
link.
link.
Go.
On the email?
Yeah, I emailed it to you.
Okay.
I made a whole bunch of copies though, so I told Elba I was gonna get her.
What's the name of this Carmen?
Onyx.
Did you need me to pull something up on here? Or you just trying to?
Oh, girl, I was trying to show you how to do this.
We got 2 viewers. Hey guys. All right, y'all.
What's
up? It's your girl Brittany Kristen. Each the exec is here, and of course Ruby is here. We're about to go ahead and get started. We're about to set the vibes for you and let the music play for a little bit, and then we'll hop right into our show. So just keep it locked with us, and we'll be right back. Okay?
Say for instance the clip, right? You play the clip.
But if you are logged in and tuned in, write something in the chat so we can see who's here. So let's show a little love and interact with our audience. And tell me who's watching and where you're watching from.
Part that you want, right?
Say something. Say something to me.
Hit the space bar to stop, and then Command B to break the clip. Hit that, delete it, and there it is. Mm-hmm. If you want to undo, you can always go back up here to edit and undo, delete. But that's all you doing.
Can I pause this?
And that's
No, I'm not even in the live shot.
You're now listening to Nightmare Radio with Easty Zach and Brittany Kristen, the Black Culture Aficionado on Direct Access Radio. Bye.
Yeah, all of that. Get it. Hey. Hey, Candace. Dang, can y'all hear us now? We had it on mute.
I said, Brittany,
I did try to check it.
Queen, check
I
in.
apologize.
Are you okay?
I'm good.
Okay. All right.
My apologies, guys. Our apologies. Oh yeah, we got our boy in the building too.
Shout out to Wooby, even though he don't be wanting the note to be
whatever. Notoriety, definitely.
But back to Bean. So Kobe
Yeah.
Bean Bryant, it was very, very tragic. We heard
Touching.
about it. If everybody should know that he passed away or was tragically killed along with 8 others, including his daughter, in a helicopter crash going to the basketball game or basketball practice game. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think they were going to a camp, a special camp, for the team that he coached with his daughter.
Right, correct. And
yes, thank you.
But the thing about it is that everybody was saying that the fog in California on that particular day was so bad. There was a fog advisory that day. Not sure why they were in the helicopter, but we do know after prior research that he took helicopters as a sacrifice to be there for his kids.
Mm-hmm. I mean, back in the day when he was playing, towards the latter half of his career, he was taking his private helicopter and flying from his Calabasas home to the Staples Center for all Lakers home games. So, you know, when you wealthy, you live in a different lifestyle. When you got a different bracket, alternative methods of transportation is a thing of everyday occurrence.
Exactly. And, you know, giving his children that experience, giving his coaches that experience, that VIP experience, that says a lot about him in those last moments.
Yeah.
But we said all that to say that in life, we do have a lot of sacrifices that we take, especially with me and you, Brittany, being moms.
Yes. Working full-time jobs, 9 to 5s.
9 to 5s, raising kids.
Yeah.
Trying to have a side hustle, trying to fulfill the dream. Like, the sacrifice is real.
It's definitely a part of our everyday life. It's just a matter of choice of what am I sacrificing today, really?
For real.
You know, in this hour, in this moment.
Exactly. And then even with having those sacrifices, you know, sometimes I get a lot of pushback from my mom. Like,
oh, me too.
Girl, she be doing a lot. I just want her to know, like, she's like, okay, I'm retiring in a couple years. I'm gonna be 65. And what is the plan?
From Brazil out here.
Hey, Brazil. Okay.
Shout out to people from Pedro for making.
We need to see what's up. But just like dealing with my parents and trying to chase the dream and live the dream of being an entrepreneur. Like, she's like, I'm 65. Do you have a plan? Are you going to be able to help me when I get older? Are you going to be able to do this? Well, it's going to take a lot of sacrifice and hard work, mommy.
But see, their type of sacrifice is different from the type of sacrifice that we know as millennials.
Okay.
And I have this conversation often with my parents, with my mom and my dad, who are boomers as well. We're in different points of our lives. But the biggest difference between our age group and theirs is the fact that we have committed ourselves to fulfilling, to dedicating our life to determining our purposes and then committing ourselves to fulfilling that.
Exactly.
And that takes a whole lot of discipline, sacrifice. It takes a whole lot of, to even have the balls to want something different, it's going to require something different. So we speak different languages.
Right.
And so, I get the same conversation from my mom on the daily. I have a very young daughter.
I got 2.
Right. You got 2 boys.
And they're here in the studio today because
I like to give,
like, my boyfriend is working. My mom likes to have her time on the weekends. His mom is working, you know, so sometimes you have to do what you have to do. You know, you got your tablet. We're going to get you some lunch, have a seat, play a game, and we're going to get to do what it do. But at the same time, they get to see, like, all right, mommy is putting in that hard work.
Yeah.
She's doing what she has to do. She is living out her dreams. And hopefully one day they'll be able to do that same thing.
Same thing for my daughter. Like, I want my child, when she asks me, Mommy, what did you want to be when you grow up?
Right.
Or what do you want to be? You know, why didn't you do that? I'm going to tell her I'm doing exactly what it was that I said I wanted to be. Or I put my all into it and I made a lot of sacrifices and then I came to the decision to move on if it doesn't work. But I'm not even speaking, the fact that it's not going to work. Like, I'm a big manifestation energy around here. So, this attitude, this faith, that's the real thing.
Right.
Faith don't come without sacrifice.
Exactly. And, even with the sacrifices, I just don't want to be in a place where I sacrifice so much to where I missed out on something with my family or something with my kids or anything like.
Right.
When there's risk, there's reward, but at the same time, you have to make sure that all bases are covered.
Yeah.
So that is a little bit of the chronicle we had.
That's a daily chronicle. That is for as long as we are on the dream chase, for as long as we're on the grind, we're gonna be sacrificing to the day we die. Most definitely a chronicle. Well, we're gonna transition quite simply and easy. You wanna go into some music? What you wanna do? You wanna call our homegirl?
I feel like we had a little. We done.
Yeah, that was a quick one. It was a quick chronicle.
What other chronicle? Oh no, let's get into something else. One little something else.
Ooh.
This Madame Noir thing we saw on Facebook.
Perfect.
Let's talk about that.
All
that
right.
has to be talked about. We're not putting that out on another episode.
Most definitely, because it's recent and it's relevant. So this weekend we have the Oscars, and last Sunday CBS debuted the
The Oscars like this weekend.
Yeah. Oh no, it's not, because the Super Bowl is next
probably
weekend.
next weekend. Yeah, Super Bowl this weekend, but the Oscars is the weekend after that.
The weekend following. So pretty much at this time in the year, y'all know it's like red carpet season. Every single award show or highly attended sporting event, entertainment event is going on within the first quarter of the year. So Madame Noir dropped an article in the wake of the recent Grammys awards, basically speaking on behalf of Black media,
period,
that are out on these red carpets, and we constantly get denied or avoided or shafted by other Black artists that are on the carpet. Let's talk about it.
Man, it don't even really got to be a carpet. It's events.
Yeah, period. That's right.
I call it the chase.
It is. No, this hustle chase that we're talking about is real. So long before Nightmare Radio was even incepted, you know, me and Ish have definitely been on the grind. You've seen us on Instagram, to Facebook, hitting these red carpets,
right,
covering these events,
right,
getting the hustle on. You know, it's a real hustle, because sometimes the people, the talent that are at these events for promotion, don't want to do the job of speaking, to the media.
Or even if it's people that they don't know, sometimes they just don't want to talk. Like, I get it. You worked all week, you worked all day, you want to come to this event to have fun, but at the same time, did come to promote yourself.
Right. And I worked all week and all day too, and I came to this event. You're trying to have fun, and I'm still trying to work.
And I'm trying to talk.
Okay. And I'm also trying to put you on a different platform. Like, we both trying to scratch each other's backs out here.
Hello. And then we are so just now starting out fresh that we're reaching people who are not even being reached by these bigger media platforms. Like, we have our friends who's looking at us, who see what we have going on. They don't even know the have. So, for example, I went to Greenlit. Shout out Greenlit ATL.
Yes, we'll be there this week.
We will be there this week. Well, I won't, but Brittany and Omari will. They'll hold it down and see what it's like, see what's going on. But I just wanted to have a good conversation with B. Simone. I wanted to have a conversation with who else I want to have a conversation with?
DC Young Fly.
DC Young Fly. Well, the DC Young Fly situation was this girl just hopped in front of me. She didn't even know who he was. So she really ruined my moment. I'm standing right there the whole time with the mic, like, yeah, I'm finna get DC. I'm finna talk to him. I'm about to talk to him, and she jumps out like, oh, can I get a quick mug? Can I get a thing real quick? Camera wasn't ready. Nothing was ready. He said, I got you. He ain't had me. He went outside, he smoked the blunt, and I ain't seen him after that. He snuck out the back door. B. Simone, I said, are you leaving?
Baby girl.
I talked to her tone.
Y'all tag B. Simone.
Please tag B. Simone.
Because, baby girl, you got to come to the show.
We got to the show. We're going to talk about this because, baby, I stood next to you the whole time.
Yep.
And you snuck out.
Yep.
What's going on? Yeah,
we can be, I get it, like, remember that time last year? This time last year, Super Bowl was in Atlanta. We were working for someone else, and we did an event with T.I. at Cascade, and that was a chronicle for sure.
That was a whole chronicle.
A weeknight, late night, 12 o'clock on a Thursday. Waiting for Big Boy, T.I., Zaytoven to walk in the building.
Well, Zaytoven was there.
Right.
Zaytoven walked in circles the whole time. He avoided both carpets. He didn't even want to talk to us. Right. And then the thing about it is the carpet on that night wasn't even organized. Mm-hmm. Like, they didn't have no placements on the floor. It was really much get in where you fit in. Yep. That we stood on a whole nother step and repeat off to the side. Mm-hmm. Basically,
people did show us love though. Althea showed us love. Robbie's World showed us love.
Johnny Blaze.
She always shows us love.
Johnny Blaze always shows love. Shout out to her. For sure. But yeah, this media thing is a real thing.
I did not say call.
This media thing is a real thing. So,
my IG live just paused because our guest just called me, but I'm about to text him and tell him
people don't check their email.
They don't.
And they don't call me.
They need to check their email, sweetie. If we send a confirmation email, check your email. We have a whole showrunner. We have people in place for anything.
Right.
Don't be calling and interrupting. Okay, let's get into the tea. We about to call Coco real quick.
Definitely.
Coco, we're gonna get into the tea.
Definitely. You calling her from I'll call her from this one. All right, y'all. For those that are following me on IG, you guys go ahead and switch us to Nightmare Radio so that we can call our first guest for the show today. So switch over to Nightmare Radio, and we're gonna go live from Nightmare Radio to call Coco with the T. Okay. Keep it locked for us.
I went ahead and stopped this GarageBand.
We're not recording.
Not on GarageBand, but we're recording on YouTube. See, if you're on the YouTube live, you're gonna get the raw experience of
Definitely
how we're doing this. This is our second episode. Shout out to Mama Hill.
She watching.
Mama
She is
Hill,
watching.
I'm gonna do better with the cussing this week, okay?
I shared the
I'm
constructive
definitely going
criticism.
to do better with the cussing this week, Mama Hill. We not doing that. So, yeah. So this is the raw thing.
All right, guys.
Thing.
We're back live on Instagram on Nightmare Radio Live. So I'm just gonna give a few people to check in while I go ahead and call our homegirl. How do I do it?
Maybe she need to come into the live. Hey, niece.
Yeah, you gotta come in.
Anisha watching.
Text her to come into the live.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, Anisha. Come back on my live in just a second. Okay. All right, bye.
Oh wait, we got Ferone. Let me shout out everybody that's
why
on
did I
the
delete
YouTube
that?
right now.
I
I see Allison, Ferone. That's what's up. I need the raw. You sounded just like her.
When I said
I'm putting
right.
Exactly. Y'all keep us keep with us right now.
You
We're
ready?
about to call Coco right now. Confirm
Okay,
that
we about to call you.
pulling
Get
up
on, hop on our live real quick. We about to call you.
Yes, on the Nightmare Radio page.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
In the meantime, it's brunch time. What y'all drinking on?
Hello. We're gonna try to order a pizza today. Did you look it up?
I did.
What you got for Papa John's? You found some?
Okay.
I'm gonna send you this our guest
What'd you say?
number because he hasn't.
I just started these herbal pills.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Yes.
What you doing
Is
for
it
your
lit?
birthday, Ella Boo?
I don't know.
Girl, you gonna be off for your birthday, okay?
Oh, we can.
Right.
You are. I'm letting you know.
What
now.
birthday is this for you?
23.
23.
And a vet in the game. Okay. I just sent you the contact for our guest. Could you send him a text or call him to see what's up, where he at? You know, what's the tea?
He's gonna be off the whole weekend.
We're back. Okay,
Yeah.
Coco's live. She's on with us. Okay, let me
You're gonna be off.
Coco,
girl.
give us a request.
Definitely don't want no damn Alfredo pizza.
Write us back.
Only thing I saw on pizza was the $10 large pizza.
Oh, but you know, as long as it's one side with no meat on it, but maybe some green pepper or some pineapple, here for it. All right, we are about to go live with Coco so she can drop the TT. I'm gonna make sure I got the camera in the mic, or the mic in the camera. Hey Coco, how you doing?
Hey y'all.
Can everybody hear you? Hey, in YouTube land, can y'all hear her?
Okay, you got that. All right.
Yep.
Go live. Go back recording.
All right, cool. So I just want to cue you up, everybody. We got Coco here live with the celebrity for Coco's Tea. Coco, go ahead and take it away for us this week.
Hey y'all. Happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month, Queen.
Yes. Well, look, we have a few things that we got to talk about this entertainment news. But first, let's start off with just a little bit of somber news. Not really new news at this point. Everybody knows that Kobe Bryant died in a tragic helicopter crash last weekend with his daughter Gianna. And last night, the Lakers did a tribute in his honor. So if you guys didn't know, the Lakers actually had a game last Sunday, the day that he passed away, but they canceled the game. And so last night was the first game since his passing. And Lake Nation felt it was necessary to do an entire honor in his name. And so Usher came out and sang Amazing Grace. Boyz II Men sang the national anthem, and LeBron James made a heartfelt speech about Kobe Bryant and the legacy that he leaves behind. So I thought that was very sweet. They even honored Gianna at the game as well and pulled her jersey, the number 2 jersey,
Oh,
the
man.
Mamba jersey.
Yeah, they did.
So yeah, it was very, very sweet. Everybody came out, all the entire Lakers, they came out in their yellow, their gold, number 8, or not number 8, they had Bryant across the chest. So it was a very emotional night. Everybody was there for Kobe, there was a lot of fans around the Staples Center. So continued prayers to the Bryant family and everybody who was affected by that crash last weekend and all of Lake Nation.
Definitely. My heart, every time I hear that story, just more details as it comes out. As a parent. Woo.
Yeah.
It's very, I can't imagine, like, it's, I don't know, because even there was another family that was on the plane too.
Yeah.
So just everybody was affected by this. I mean, I was talking to a friend because, I've had some television news experience, and I was like, I wonder how the people at all these sports networks, how are they having to package this news and continuously report on this, because we've never seen a death like this.
You're right. You're
We've
right.
never seen anything like this happen. So I'm just wondering, they've never had to report on news this major before. So I've just been curious as to like how even on the news side, how people are having to handle it, and probably they've had to adjust to a lot of things too, because this is tragic on all sides of it.
Yeah, definitely.
So moving on to some more messier news.
Gotta get the real tea out.
Diddy was honored at the Clive Davis pre-Grammy party, and he received the Icon Award. And Diddy made comments about how white people at the Grammys need to start recognizing Black people because we are the culture. Their kids are following hip hop. We dictate what's cool, what they're watching, what they're wearing, etc. And everybody applauded Diddy for what it was that they applauded Diddy for what it was that he was saying, and definitely agreed with him. But then yesterday on Instagram, Mace came out and had some things to say against Diddy. Did you guys have a chance to see that?
No, girl.
I did read the tea, but I didn't get a chance to read the whole thing.
Right.
Basically, Mace was calling out Diddy and was saying, how are you going to call out white people for doing the same thing that you're doing to us, Black people? Like, you were talking about empowering us, but you're not even doing that amongst your own race of people. So, if you guys have ever paid, and this is to me one of like the biggest hip hop mysteries in my personal opinion. If you ever looked at the long roster of artists that Diddy has ever worked with,
why don't they have longevity? Except for Mary J. Blige.
None of them have longevity. Well, technically, I don't think Mary was signed to Diddy. She was, I think, an Uptown artist.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think she ever signed to Bad Boy. But, he has a long roster of artists, and they maybe will have like one successful album, and then they're gone.
Right.
And so I just always assume
Shout out to
that,
making the band, because Day 26 and Danity Kane was the best thing smoking out of Bad Boy in 2008, girl.
Yes,
Girl.
I agree. They had some great projects.
What?
That's it. And so I just always assumed that, okay, Diddy has these people signing their lives away and signing an NDA where they can't ever talk out about him, because everybody knows that if you sign a Bad Boy, you may get one good project and a little bit of fame, but that is it. So Mace basically was saying, you still own the rights to my masters and my publishing, and you took advantage of me because I was 19 years old at the time.
Right.
You only paid me $20,000 for that, which is not a lot of money. Like,
Sound like some LaFace Records type stuff. Some LA Reid and Pebbles type tea.
Exactly. But again, I think that Diddy has had those people sign NDAs over time. So anyway, Mace went on to talk about how he offered Diddy $2 million so that he could own the rights to his publishing. And Diddy said no, because there was a white man somewhere who was willing to pay more. So then it sparked this conversation of, Black billionaires such as Jay-Z and Diddy, and how they basically have exploited their own people and have, used capitalism. I mean, we're all capitalists.
This is piping high. Let me sip, Coco. Right, because this is the type of tea I'm interested in, though. We talk about, supporting and uplifting Black-owned businesses and circulating that dollar, but what happens when the kinfolk ain't your, or the skinfolk ain't your kinfolk, and they don't have the best intentions for you, or they're money driven?
That's a whole mess right there. And the thing is, this isn't the first time it's been brought up.
Yeah.
I'm just interested to see. I think that because Mace has said something, it's potentially going to open up the doors for other former Bad Boy artists to potentially feel like they can say something.
Well,
So
maybe
I'm
they
just
will work it
interested to
out
see
in.
what's going to happen.
What do you think they'll work it out in house? Because you know Diddy is already low key going through like a depression with the whole Kim Porter thing. Cassie just had a new baby
And got married.
He's
I don't
already
think that
been
Diddy is
on.
depressed.
He's been taking hella social media fasts. So I know he's going through a whole lot mentally, and I'd already know that Mace added to that is just like a can of worms that we already know he don't want to come out.
Well, my perspective on it is, one, like I said, this isn't the first time that somebody has said this about Diddy.
It's been a long time saying underground.
There's been a lot of people who've said these things.
Right.
I just think this is the first time when one of his actual artists has come front and actually said something. So I don't necessarily think he's depressed. I think that Diddy has realized that he's not invincible. No matter how much money and power he has, like real life happens. And so he's talked openly about how he regrets not ever having married Kim Porter. And even some of the, he said he's happy for Cassie, but he used her too. So I think he understands and realizes that, like, okay, I may have all this money and power, but it's not going to necessarily buy me the long-term happiness that I may have been always searching for through the access of my money. So I don't know. We'll have to see what happens with that.
That's some real tea.
Yeah, that was some tea right there. I actually thoroughly enjoyed seeing what people had to see to talk about that on the timeline yesterday.
It is messy.
So the last story is, I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the whole Gabrielle Union's beef with NBC and America's Got Talent.
Love Gabby. That's my girl.
I love Gabrielle Union too. She's all a black girl magic. So, and then I don't know if you guys have seen recently where Terry Crews spoke out.
Now he said he didn't have that type of experience, right?
Yeah, so basically, so he contradicted himself because he was on, I think, the Today Show, and he basically said, so first of all, before he even said anything, he mentioned how his wife said, Gabrielle hasn't made a public statement, so you don't need to make a public statement either. But then he went on to actually make a public statement and
should have listened to his wife, Sarah.
Should have listened to his wife, kept his mouth shut. But he basically said that Gabrielle Union, or that he can't speak on sexism because that hasn't been his experience. But he says as far as racism, that absolutely has not been his experience. And that America's Got Talent has been one of the most diverse sets that he's ever worked at. Or no, not America's Got Talent. He works at another show. I'm sorry.
Or NBC.
I think it's Brooklyn Nine-Nine on the same network. And he was saying that that's one of the most diverse sets that he's ever worked on. He hasn't experienced any kind of racism and that kind of, and so it just completely kind of, even though he wasn't speaking maybe directly to Gabrielle Union's experience, he was still contradicting what it was that she was saying, when really all he could have done was just keep his mouth shut. And a lot of people, specifically Black women, felt away towards him because if you remember, I think it was a couple years ago, Terry Crews came out
for Me Too.
He was sexually assaulted, by a white man in Hollywood. And of course, Black men were laughing at him and was trying to figure out, like, how could you as a big dude allow that to happen? And there was just a lot of controversy around that. But the people who supported him were Black women. And he came forward and even said, Black women were the people who had my back from the beginning, and I appreciate them.
And then he would go and discredit another Black woman who has similar allegations.
Yes. And not only that, Gabrielle Union specifically was one of the people who supported him during that time. And then I think even sometime earlier in 2019, he came out and said that he understood why Black men would have maybe laughed at him. He just completely contradicted himself. And it's just like Terry Crews.
He said,
"Oh, baby, like a bitch, and you need to keep your mouth shut."
Oh, Coco, yes.
Oh, yes.
Get him hype. Get him hype. Yes.
Amen. Shout out to Coco. Shout out to Coco.
Y'all are so funny.
She's
here for it. Yes. Definitely. That's major. I don't know, Terry, my fellow Black king, I want to support you in every way. And I know that everybody's story is not going to be the same story because that's just, the facts of it. But Terry, we can't discredit what our sister said because that goes in that funnels us right back into like the Me Too stuff. I mean, take out sexual misrepresentation or abuse, and then just add racial profiling or discrimination and saying, well, you know, that story can't be true because it didn't happen to me. But Terry, you also not a black woman that has to do with black hair problems.
He really just didn't have to say anything at all. He could have just listened to his wife and not said anything at all. And I think the reason why so many people were upset that he even said anything was because it's like, you know, as Black women, we talk all the time about how we feel so disrespected or not supported or not protected by people. And this is a huge, it's like the perfect example as to how we feel this way. Black women historically have always come to the forefront for Black men and have always protected Black men and put ourselves on the line to protect Black men. And we're not even given that same respect or honor in return. As a matter of fact, we usually get spit back in our face.
Oh, girl, you speaking my language now.
Yes.
Coco warming me up over here.
All right, Cody. Appreciate you for checking in.
Definitely.
Let them know how they can follow
me at I am the real Coco. Okay, I am the real Coco. Spelled out just like that.
Let them know where they can follow the podcast and all that.
Yeah, so I have a podcast, Coco's Tea. You can listen to it anywhere that you listen to podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, Stitcher, anywhere you listen to podcasts. Coco's Tea is there. Follow me on social media and listen to my podcast.
Okay, my darling. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll check in with you later.
I enjoyed it.
Bye, girl.
Bye.
All right. Okay, so. Oh, hey,
guys.
guys.
If it was echoing on here or not. Cody has her own podcast.
Definitely.
She in Birmingham, though. Make sure y'all check her out. If y'all on the live stream right now, make sure y'all check out Cody. She put in a lot of work with 95.7 Jams in Birmingham. They really sleeping on my girl. I'm not recording this right now on the theme on the audio track, but
oh man,
for the live that's listening, they really sleeping on Cody. Cody's been putting in a lot of work, and we're gonna continue to cross promote her, and she's gonna go up with us. You know, anybody who's aligning themselves with me, they're going up with us.
Period.
Period. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Do you what you wanna do next? You wanna go ahead and first of all, let's get this pizza.
Yes, let's play some music. Let's play some music for him, and we're gonna take a quick little break. You guys give us about 7 minutes. We're gonna clock right back in with you. We're gonna get back into Get Familiar, Boss Talk, another segment of Get Familiar, and kids, and it be your own kids. So y'all keep it locked, and we will be right back. 5 minutes, okay? We're gonna play some music for y'all. 5 minutes. I'm alive. We'll play some music for y'all. And also make sure y'all direct message us ASAP if you're looking for radio spins, commercials, interviews, sponsorship, and ad placement. You can email One Direct Access Management or One Nightmare Radio Show at gmail.com. We'll be right back, okay?
So, okay, you girl went over here messing up.
right, but it's on live, so watch your conversation on YouTube. Y'all enjoying it so far? Hey,
Popping up my body on game. Spin your buttons.
No, for real, I didn't know you look like
We spit. I get your RP fuck, run out, stick 'em, more nigga, give it up. You better duck, get your up in the mall, he fuck, block on me, so ain't cuffing no hoe, she a slut. I got a real big bag, I'm a big on the offer, so I might shoot it.
Is this one of the pieces?
Rats to shoot it. I'm pushing these hunters like Kodak, you shot it. Man, we're broke, get your up, big trap, we caught it. We run the city.
Do we have a meeting after
You
this?
need to show it, no security, like fuck that. I got the K, I'ma blow that. She a little free gate, me and my bro head. One more perk, I'ma want me some more head. Cause this is good, I'ma feel like a star. She a freak a little bit, I don't want no part. I'ma trap out the house, I don't need no car. Hit from the back, break it down like a car. You broke as a joke, Kevin. Popping in your purse, I ain't popping no bar. You roll up woods, not cigars. Fuck around and put a fuck nigga straight on the car.
Let me know if you like the music. Oh, they can't. They weren't able to hear. So y'all missed on some great tea, but I hope that you guys logged in on our Instagram live because Coco definitely dropped the tea.
I can just shoot in the cake like James. Me and Zed gon' shoot at the same
Go
time. You sit on the bitch, I'm a down. That bitch just cut on my part. It's time to drip my guard. These niggas don't beat up hard. We running and you play like an option. I don't want to fuck, I got options. Pocket your shoes on my car. We having red down like a tar. I keep the out mark. Smoking these gas out the piece. She can get fuck with her ass on me. Shooters gon' pull up and shoot for free. I'm in the club with a tool on me. My shooters gon' shoot just like Kyrie. Call me a baby, he gone next week. You not from the hood, fuck nigga, you sweet.
I'm gonna stay right here.
Run out,
Thursday. Thursday.
nigga, give it up and shots at the you built. Go get the up in the mall, he fuck, he block on me, so ain't cuffing no hoe, she a slack. I got a real big bag, drop a bag on the op, 412, I might shoot it. Cop on me.
Oh, I was gonna talk. I'm going at 9 something, but I was gonna come in the first period because
Come first period. I'm going to second period.
I'm going to second period too.
What day
On
is it?
Thursday, Wednesday. Can we put together the 12th? Don't worry, I'm gonna send y'all the information for it.
I got a school to go.
But you know, as a teacher,
It's on the east side.
I highly suggest that we actually go in with a plan to talk to them and what we're gonna talk about, or even put together an activity because they're not trying to hear it. They're not trying to sit and watch us lecture. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm gonna talk to them about my career period and about life period and about opportunities period.
Okay, I'm just saying. I do this shit for a living, y'all. I do this shit for a living.
I spoke to the school.
Y'all ain't never been a lot of you.
So it was like trying to keep them engaged. It was like I was fucking with them, like no cap shit. I just related to them, and then once I related to them, they heard it. Like,
Let's put some promo codes online for this.
Pizza and who will have the cash app?
Well, it's already a special. I'm not gonna let you get it.
Oh, China! Shout out to China! Shout out, hey. Homegirl just slid in the inbox. Next week's guest.
She sent the picture.
She asked for location confirmation.
Bro, I told you to hit her up. You ain't need to hit her up. China break. She
said she's coming.
She's coming.
Y'all still riding with us? Y'all still
She got to
going?
go
Hey,
hey.
get it. Hey,
She 19. She
She nice. Now you 25. Now she 19.
She lit.
I don't know
She got a whole.
and business, yeah.
She live on her own. She just graduated high school. She got a phone. She's coming up here. I'm a fan. Period.
She is a fan. She's
I
like,
had a
yeah.
whole fan moment yesterday. Okay, you wanna did you wanna use your card or you wanna and I give you the cash?
Yeah. We're gonna use the cash app.
Is it gonna be? Are we delivering it or what?
Definitely delivered.
Yeah, delivering. I think we did. Did we do that?
Come on, each come over here and get some camera time on the live.
Oh, people really watching. How y'all doing?
Definitely. Get it.
It's hot in there. It's the candles. That's
My
why.
shit to they clothes. I like the bottle, talk shit in my soul. And my body, they got in my mold. Ordering bottles, some fireworks show. Try to rap me here in the show.
If you're trying to come down, girl, you know you took different stuff. You and now to celebrate your birthday.
I got the rest of that shit I can't have. Hit the trap with a hook in the jam. Know they like how I put it together. They young nigga kicking this shit like fair. You wanna dance, I get on the slab. Finna pick up this whole front the cab. When I fuck her, she super
So
my
my
hustle. That
boyfriend,
hoe she get in the script for the tab. Walk in the room and that smell like the bowl. My nigga strapped up like the bowl. Real pimp shit, so I stick to the code. Make these hoes get it off the floor. Catching players in the A Julio. All the way down the field till I stole. Ride around, get my diss up to the cold. Out the perp, I can run out the road. Walk in the room and that smell like the bowl. My nigga strapped up like the bowl. Real pimp shit, so I stick to the code. Make these hoes get it off the floor. Catching players in the A Julio. All the way down the field till I stole. Ride around, get my diss up to the cold. Out the perp, I can run out the road.
At LL James
Oh wait,
D.
this is that's the billing address. I'm about to send this piece to yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Before we family, drop one time what? Just playing. What song is this?
Don't wait. My artist, praise on how they
King Young Rich on Instagram. Follow him. Make sure you request this spin on all your local radio stations and your internet stations too. Okay, you're all set. Now you can. You can know where we're going? Where's it going? Carry out. No, it ain't carry. Oh shit! The address says Alabama, y'all.
Alabama.
What? I was gonna be so upset. 1900 the exchange.
I get bad bitches dripping ass talk. You know, if it ain't about the money, I don't know.
Last week. We gotta do everything over.
Ooh.
At LL James D.
I don't know what the actual deal was. All right, y'all, we about to come back live shortly.
I've been on the road, my dad don't want no rest. She was moving slow, she complain I did my best. Like, lot of nigga froze, I forget what I forget. I know I was chosen for this shit and getting paid. I it was sideways. I'm like, oh, this bitch on deep. Hey, what the crime rate? Everything we give was free. This shit in my DNA, you know this shit.
I'm gonna make sure. Yeah. Look, we about to FaceTime our guests and be like, Tommy next to godliness. And I know it's our homework.
I'm living a dream. Trying to go find a way. She fuck with the kids, she fuck with the team. You better find the thing. She wanna come home, she wanna believe. Right now, but you know you right. Talking about you, I've been on.
Hey, birthday boy, how are you? Merry Christmas, happy birthday, all of that, you know. Definitely, listen, we're on live right now. our show is being held up because Preston is not en route yet. And we're live. You said what? Okay. Okay, cool. So our show is running behind because we're waiting on you. Okay, cool. Where y'all at, Maggiano? Where y'all at? Okay, see. Huh? I don't know. It's by the battery. We're almost here. Okay, cool. Oh, let's make a flash instead. You got how many? Yeah, right. So pizza is about to be delivered to
Check this. I'm checking outside the checklist. Play me a beat, ready. She in the room, ain't naked. Pull that black and get hectic. I call that shot like a phone, they can get the message. I'm dripping cranberry sauce like dressing. And I just ain't kissing the door, no kissing the good shirt, drink from Texas. She don't know me like she's drinking some blessings. No UFC, chop a kick like Tekken. He get to the rest of my life progressive. Fuck nigga broke that stressful. I got a whole lot of rest and I'm sticking out help. ACS got black scalpels, looking at hoes, blocking my head for the dress. I'm out in this hoe for sure. I'm out in your hoe. Got rest, but still might kick your dough. Just have to M and L. See-through pants on the cake with the illness. Why you think you hard, you better. Cross down left, right, wrist, got me chillin'. Trunk low, leash shit, stack like some chitlins. Watch that curve, hey. Bitch, paranoid, not nervous. Deep with it, travel like service. Tell her be purged. Run on a fast shooters work. Shooter go shoot with a perk. Oh God, nigga go die if I catch you on burger. Bread and cheese like turkey. And you're dead on the scene, no surgery. And get hot, so I heat shit up. She'll free some bean shit up. These niggas really too rough to be beef with. I'm up like this crew, we clean shit. I'm on the free to the cup, wanna leave you with it all. Let's go. Check this, ayy. I'm checking us off the checklist. Play me a beat, record. She in the room, naked. Pull on that block and get hit. I'm calling shot like a phone, they ain't get the best. I'm dripping cranberry sauce like dressing. Fucking out the bank, kissing up, but no sense. Good straight drink from Texas. She don't know me like she drank at your blessing. No, you don't see, chop a kick like Tekken. I just keep getting these rest in my life progressing. Fuck nigga broke that stressful. I got a whole lot of rest and I stick like help. ACS high class stumble. Fucking it hard, it's like in my head for the dressing. ACS high class stumble. Jumping cause shit like hamburger helper. They can't run, bitch. Tell me gonna tell me start. People that out like a service. I'm gonna check it. Been too fat, miss my ex. I can be all the way across town and a lot more than over still on rich. She probably don't
She also works in the Hey, Vincent. Good morning. Welcome to the studio, my darling. Yes.
You know we're recording this interview. You look real sleepy.
Right. We up? Good? Okay, cool. We're gonna put you right here. Yeah, we're actually gonna put you right here. And I'm gonna put this chair away. Actually, we're gonna put you in this chair right here.
Would you like a mimosa?
Yeah. You wanna record the audio for this one?
Yeah, we're gonna record the audio.
This is your mic right here. Did you put the card in already?
I don't know, because we gotta refine it.
I know.
There's a lot everywhere too. You got
desires.
I'm not, okay. Try to fix it.
And I'm not lying. You had me down on my knees every day, had to talk to my side. I'm in that 8 and then with another still first. I try to play all your lines, so I forgot you were dying.
I got a salad in the car.
Nightmare Radio Show. If we want to. I mean, we don't have to. All right. It's been recording on GarageBand. We'll have them on over here. So do you know how we can do it without your mic? We're also on live YouTube right here. I'm gonna move this so that they can see your face. Okay, a whole lot of gang shit. And we're gonna be on live over here too.
That's better. And when he sit down beside you,
She wants to lean, she wants the Gucci. I ride some honest on me, I got the Gucci.
No, they're not all.
What is that?
I put it on for a G. I want your body, get me stuck up on the front seat. We gon'
You know what I'm saying?
1 hour, then we gon' move to the back seat. When you give me a lap dance, baby,
Okay.
run it back, like a track meet.
All right, so
Relax me,
next segment,
me.
let me just check the time clock. All right, guys, we're about to come back in about 3 more minutes. Thank you for our radio break. We'll be back to y'all in just about 3 minutes with the live show continuation with DJ Designer Kid. Okay, so yours is supposed to be at 1. So we're actually around. What you need?
She was a lean, she was a Gucci. I ride with some honest on me, I got the Gucci. Pull up in the Jeep. I want your body, give me some. We can probably, you could be. I wish we could go to the next seat.
We can try it. I have a word.
I heard it was
She wants to lean, I'm a Celine King.
why do they want to do it?
They rather do it for money.
Did your parents, were they still working regular jobs when they were doing it? So they were doing
I spent all day on the free, on my baby. She said she love me every time when I'm leaving. She was
Oh, my
a lean,
bad.
she went to Gucci.
And
I ride with some honest on me, I got the Gucci. Pull up in the Jeep, I put it on for a G.
right.
I got the curves. I thought we was on some.
Well, Mama Hill is listening, so
That's right. Shout out to my mommy. Love you.
Hey, mama. We got good vocab over here.
Okay.
We ain't gotta use our cuss words.
I made sure I let them know because, you know, one of my other friends was plagued with the nickname Cussin Taylor for a decade plus, and they don't want to. Ish does not want to be known as Cussin Isha, mommy. Okay.
make sure you talk right into the mic. There we
Definitely.
go. It's gonna be, all right, there we go.
Shit.
Y'all ready?
Kid that did, I'm telling you.
All right, y'all
It's
ready?
the kid, yes.
Yes, sir.
Go
All
sleep.
right.
It's Nightmare Radio.
So we back with our, well, I did tell you we was gonna do the Forest Buyers Business Spotlight, but we just gonna do get familiar with none other than DJ Designer Kid
Designer.
in the building, because we not cussing from Mama Hill.
See, I got them listening to you, mommy. I got them. Okay.
We doing better. We doing better in 2020. We grown. How you doing, Designer Kid?
I'm good. I'm blessed.
See, me and Designer Kid was supposed to do this like
3 months.
Here we go.
6 months ago. Okay. But now we done upgraded, and I wanted to do it right anyway. So I'm so glad that we got him in the right setting. So yeah, and of course, y'all got to know that he is a part of the Stevenson show. Hello.
It's the 701 Stevenson
701
highlights.
East Side.
We about to have to add a new segment onto the show, the Stevenson highlights.
The Stevenson highlights
of the week.
Okay.
Okay.
We really be going crazy.
The love is real, right?
Yeah.
Like I said last week, because we had Tia Scott. She is the creator of the Crab, Tia's Kitchen and Tia's Crab
yeah,
Night.
that's dope.
She graduated with me in 08, the best class to come out of 701. I'm just saying, but you know, it's crazy to think that it's so much talent that was bred in the same place.
That's a fact. Shout out to everybody that went to Stevenson. I just speaking of that, I just linked with Buddha, and we like met with some mutual people, and they was just like tripping on the fact how we all came from the same area, how we grew up together, and basically like everybody doing their thing. So they like, yeah, like that whole East Side situation, y'all got it. And
Lit.
That's what's up. Shout out to everybody from Stevenson.
For sure. And everybody who we bring on here is probably gonna be from Stevenson. That's okay. Y'all just get with it because we are running the streets right now, period.
Issa Rae said network across. So we're just following suit for what my big sis told me. And Issa, we coming for you too. Make sure you you don't forget about us. Queen.
Okay. So Designer Kid.
What up?
You know, we started out in the band together.
Right.
Is that where your love for DJing came from? How did it start?
Actually, you know Rashawn, so
Who's Rashawn for those that don't know? Do I know
all
Rashawn?
right, so Rashawn is my closest partner from high school, Rashawn Phillips. I met him in 6th grade.
Hold on, wait. You gotta let the people know who Rashawn is. He was one of the 4 horsemen.
Okay, he was one of the 4 horsemen, the drum majors, number 1.
Okay.
BCU.
Hey, Kaden, give me your own kids. Come to the show.
Drum major for the Falcons. When they had their band, yeah, my boy got accolades, but we've been friends since 6th grade, so like pretty much it started with him, and he told me my junior year, like, bro, you got all the music before everybody like even be listening to it and be asking who the artist is or whatever. So from there, it was just like, I mean, yeah, he's right. He like, why don't you DJ?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know how to DJ. He's like, well, you can teach yourself like everybody else. So my senior year, I got a computer and like kind of downloaded the software, but didn't never open it until.
What software were you using back then?
Virtual DJ.
Mm-hmm. Still around?
Yeah, still around. Still around.
But people do get clowned for using virtual DJ.
No, yeah. If you're a DJ, you should have Serato. You should be using a board. You should be using turntables. That's just fact. But to start off and get yourself used to it, if you're teaching yourself and you don't have somebody out there like showing you what's going on, then you do it how you want to do it. Like you can't let somebody clown you and they're not helping you do the shit.
Right.
Fuck what your opinion is at the end of the day. Sorry, mom.
It's a live show, by the way, guys.
It's a lot going on. It is. The kids.
Okay.
From that perspective, it was just like I just felt like DJing was the way to go. Like as far as going to college, you feel me, finding my lane in the party scene, shit. I was like for the party.
What school did you go to?
Pause.
Uh-oh.
Pause. Say something, Vincent.
Say something.
Okay. All right, y'all. We still week 2 in, so we making sure everything correct. Say something again, Vincent.
Yo.
Okay, yeah, I see you coming up a little bit. All right, go ahead. Continue.
But yeah. So
you did the party scene Savannah.
Yeah, and shout out to Savannah 16 East. You know, I feel you, Georgia Southern over here.
Hey, I brought with Southern too. Shout out that luau party. That was the biggest party I ever did my college career. 2,500 people, over 2,500 people.
Wow.
Outside in a like middle of nowhere in the forest, 3-story house. That was lit. Police came and shut it down, of course. But yeah. So back to the DJing situation.
Right.
And also shout out to FLY. I dropped that at Hollywood before it was even.
Shout out to wait. We gotta really do that some justice.
Nah, for real.
Because that's a moment for the culture.
For real, and the song still going
and
crazy.
The song Beyonce did Swag Surf at Coachella. That is a cultural thing. Like for like our children.
Easton, my boy.
Amen.
We'll have a band geek as well, which I don't know.
One half a band geeks. Yeah.
We gotta have them in here.
I got
you.
I got him online too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like at the end of the day,
Jay trying to get in.
Hey Jay, is that you outside the window?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna send somebody. We recording, but we're gonna send somebody out for you.
All right. Interrupting the show, y'all. This is live. This is live.
Good live.
We back.
Good live shit going on. Okay.
What
happened to the TV? Stereo?
It's not even plugged up. We gotta plug up we gotta plug it up from the bottom so when we looking at the TV.
Go ahead, y'all finish with the interview. Go ahead.
Where we at with it?
Listen, it's okay. So I know, so networking across. Back to what Brittany was saying about networking across.
Mm-hmm.
When we was first starting out, like we was doing the Dream MMP thing.
Right.
Vincent was like, put my mixtape on your site, or I'm like, give me a mixtape for my site, and we was going up. Like, talk about the mixtape scene and how it's changed from then to now. You know what I'm saying? If my kids knock on this door,
I think Ashley got it because she was like,
they doing a lot. I think it's lunchtime. We trying to get them some pizza.
No, it's all good. My son eating right now too. So mixtapes. I dropped my first tape my freshman year in college. It was an R&B mixtape called Sex on Arrival.
Yeah.
Okay. SOA.
SOA.
I get it.
And shout out to everybody that downloaded that.
Hey, Sex on Arrival was lit.
The second one did 500,000. The third one did 600,000. The fourth one did 800.
This on SoundCloud?
No, this is on Spinrilla, my mixtapes.
Spinrilla, yes.
Live mixtapes. So shout out to DJ Tati out in New York. She was the first, I guess, on DJ that decided to link with me and fuck with me on the mixtape scene.
Right.
So we linked through Twitter. I reached out to her. She got back to me. We came up with the mixtape concept. We wanted to do an R&B concept and drop all the hits that we felt were hits at the time. And these songs are songs that still get played to this day, still on the radio. So that just goes to show you where we were back then. Mm-hmm. That was 2009, 2010. So go check out that. Sex on Arrival on Spinrilla. Type in DJ Designer Kid on all platforms. You'll find me. But yeah, that was a major component of people knowing who I was and following my brand, because I meet people every day here now. They be like, what's your name? DJ Designer Kid. Bro, that's not you.
Yeah, that's me.
That is me. Bro, I got all your mixtapes, bro. Bro, I fuck with you, bro. Take my number, let's work. And that shit's humbling, because at the end of the day, if I ain't drop mixtapes,
nobody will know.
It ain't just about being in the club. It ain't just about.
It's a testament to the grind and work and being consistent.
Right. You got to be on all aspects of it. You got to have your hand in everything. And speaking of having your hand in everything, I just started a podcast called Raising the Bar. So
Raising the Bar podcast. Make sure we
show
them some love.
DJs. I'm going hard for y'all because it's y'all time. It's females' time. Y'all don't get enough likes, and people don't talk about that anymore. So I'm here to do that.
Hey, definitely. Cool. Where can we stream that? Raising the Bar.
Right now, it'll just be on YouTube. It won't be aired until March 27th, my son's birthday.
Okay.
And I will be dropping the first 4 episodes.
Cool. I like it. Okay, he done went and backlog. Talk about preparation.
Okay, that's what's up.
Definitely.
So I know me and Vincent got a chance to work on a couple projects. One event. We need to do some more. Well, we are gonna
you got
do some
stuff
more.
Coming up.
Talk about that. Talk about that new event we're gonna be doing on the 29th.
Right.
So before the 29th, on the 5th, we got Past the Ox with Dope Jockey. Shout out to the whole Straight Off the Boat family. It'll be hosted by Everyday Sunny. That's my boy. And then pretty much after Past the Ox, we got every extra day in the 8th, and that'll be hosted by Frank White and me and myself and DJ Vito. So we got Schoolie, Lil Key, Lil Got It, Easton, FLY, got Money Move, T Hood.
Hey, T Hood.
Yeah, gotta come up here. I'll call his manager the other day with the phone one.
He just texted me.
I like him. I like his music, and that says a lot.
He got to come up here. Yeah,
I just sit on the line with trap.
We got the whole east side in there for real, so y'all make sure y'all pull up to that extra day in the A. It's gonna be on the Eventbrite. DM me, come to my page, get the link, whatever. Pull up.
Definitely. Okay. Make sure you show us some love on for that show too. You're gonna give us the exclusive with all your guests that are lined up.
Oh yeah.
We'll do a live
well, y'all got tickets. I got tickets for y'all.
Oh, appreciate that. Yes. What's the date on that?
George? I'm on board.
Yeah, George definitely showing love for you.
Everybody in the room is gonna be at the concert covering.
Well, let me add that to the calendar right now.
So
be productive.
If y'all have like
what day is that?
February 29th. It's a Saturday.
Oh, Feb 29th. Got you. The last day of Black History Month.
Correct. Shout out all my Black people out there putting on for the culture.
Hey, that's me.
Should have been woke, but now we here.
Exactly.
That's a whole nother.
That is a whole nother interview.
Don't even.
I'm not gonna stop.
We could.
We got it.
Why not? You speaking with the right person about it.
You're the Black culture aficionado.
That's me.
I love it.
You know,
what's up?
I put on for my peoples, and I still call them to action too, because not all the cousins are. I'm
just gonna talk about what's current. So, them killing Kobe Bryant.
You think they killed?
You think they killed him?
Not there's 7 other white people that don't matter on a plane with one of the best NBA players, and the pilot crashes, and he's been flying that route for his.
It was foggy that day.
He's been flying that
There's
route.
also, I just would like to drop.
entire-
I would also like to drop that they have initiated an investigation going on with the manufacturer of the helicopter company,
Oh, right.
and that all other helicopters that are similar to his model have been grounded too for further,
inspection.
inspection.
And that's cool too, but you also know that Kobe was in a legal battle about his name, and he had his daughter on the plane with him who was going to carry that name. How did y'all set that up?
So break it down for our listeners about this legal battle that was that he had going on.
Okay, Kobe had a legal battle going on with the pharmaceutical companies to basically franchise his name, Black Mamba, for a skincare product that they were trying to launch. They've been going on. This has been going on for the past couple of years since he's retired, and basically, I'm not sure if this was the right time for them to execute that plan. I don't know what
To kill him?
To kill him so that they can not necessarily even just to kill him, because all of this is just a distraction. You don't even see the shit going on in China on the news.
Oh, we do. The coronavirus is real, and
But I'm saying it's still Kobe
Different.
Bryant, and that is more like prevalent to what's going on to everyone else's health right now about us being alive. That shit's made it over here to the U.S. There's no reason we should be talking about anything else. We need to be figuring out what just happened over there that's killing these people, and how did it just travel all the way from over there to all the way over here? But
yeah,
we not on that, and they're not talking about that on the news. So
I mean, every time I be watching the news. I watch David Muir every night at 7:00. I watch 5:00, 6:00 for WSB TV. I wake up in the morning to CBS 46. Every time I turn on the TV, they covering the coronavirus. They're covering Donald Trump and his impeachment, which actually did not. He was acquitted.
right.
Did not pass in the Senate. It definitely passed in the House, but we knew. I think the vote was like 52-49.
Look,
And that's
we're gonna have a whole campaign rally about
40,
getting
50,
y'all
52 to 48.
asses to the poll.
That's a fact.
Y'all
So-
can talk all that y'all want, but when we show up in numbers,
And see,
you get the results you need.
what we have to understand, Black people, my cousins, I'm talking to y'all. We can't just vote for the president and think he's gonna do it. Nope. Mm-mm. There are three branches of the government. Let me throw my teacher hat on.
Go ahead, let them know, Miss Hill.
All right. There are three branches of the government. Those are, help me out.
Okay, legislative.
Okay.
Hold on, the mimosas.
You said judicial, and the top one is the what? Executive branch, right?
Okay, yeah. I
So
didn't
we
wanna
think
do
about-
it in a
Around the
while.
table, we was
Social
going
studies.
around.
That's okay. That's all
Okay.
right. That's okay. And I am an ELA teacher. Civics, American government, history is not my content area, but I do know a little something. The votes that we do need, right? The memory, it's way back in memory. I'm telling you.
Miss Solomon.
Oh, shout out to Miss Solomon. Yes. Yes. I think it was in middle school. But like we have to make sure that we're not just checking in for matters and affairs that happen in the executive branch. We're not just checking into things that the president is doing, because guess what? When you're talking on a legal level, on a local level, the things that immediately affect us are not going to be on the ballot when you're going in November for the primary elections. Like you need to be tuned into your local congressmen, to your local officials, to your state representatives. And to be honest, DeKalb County just had a meeting on Wednesday in which they issued a moratorium for the Dollar General stores in DeKalb County. It's 180 days and no new Dollar General can be built
Period.
within the limits.
DeKalb County said build another one.
Try it.
They have too many Dollar Generals. Like in my hood
They're going
alone of Lithonia,
Mhm.
it's Dollar General on the corner of Covington.
It's a Dollar
It's
General.
a Family Dollar on that same corner. If you go up the hill, it's a Dollar Tree. If you go down the street, it's a Family Dollar. If you go all the way around the corner by Reading Elementary and
Yep.
Chevron, it's a whole nother Dollar General.
And you know that Dollar Generals bring crime to the area. Usually, Dollar Generals are in residential areas. They are populated by Black folks, maybe a little bit of brown up in there too. And y'all know the break-ins happen in the wee hours of the morning, late at night. The robberies, Family Dollars too.
Mm-hmm.
So DeKalb County basically put a moratorium saying for the next 180 days, no new Dollar General can be built. But that is lifted in 180 days. And by that time, hopefully, we can get our shit together.
Right.
And we can put enough information together that shows substantial evidence and proof that we don't need any more stores like that, because they're not doing that in Johns Creek. You might get a Five Below.
Right.
Dollar
Five
Tree.
Below would be real cute.
Love Five Below.
Okay, we could get one.
I don't know nothing about that. But
Hey, that's the
Anything
real
you
dollar
need,
store.
You can
$5
really
and under.
decorate your whole house with $5 and below.
That's crazy.
Everything, ottomans,
Promotion
chairs.
with that.
Oh yeah, we don't really need to be. Okay. Anywho,
And
back
about the crime though, like to people who are out there, I don't know if y'all watching this or have mobile devices to watch this shit, but y'all gotta stop. We gotta stop taking from each other because my computer just got stolen like out of Encore parking lot, and
Shout out to Encore. That's my homie that owns it.
that shit don't make no sense. Because at the end of the day, like we in the same position as you trying to make it. We're not rich. We're not on. We might be in a little better position than you at the moment, but that don't make us no better. That don't make us, you feel me, no more of a person. So at the end of the day, we gotta do this shit for us. Y'all wanna go rob, y'all wanna go steal, go to them other people areas. Don't do it to your own people. Like it can't be us taking from us killing us, because that's what they want.
right.
And we're gonna take each other out and then they're gonna still be there.
We just have to do more for our community, like more resources and more everything for our community. That way we don't have to worry about those things, especially like going back to Stevenson. I had a couple conversations with the principal, and it's time for our generation of the 06s, 07s, 08s, 09s to start giving back, because now they're killing each other at the school.
Yeah, Stevenson has most definitely been in the headlights, in the headlines for the past 2 school years.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like a freshman killing a senior, and it's too much going on. So I feel like if we're like heavily involved in that in the community, then giving those resources and things to do, then you know we can get to some things.
We on that. All 2020.
Yeah, most definitely.
Perfect. All right. Let us know, Designer Kid, how everybody can get in touch with you. Let them know how to follow you. Let them know how to get to the music.
All right, so Instagram is DJ Designer Kid, DesignerKidd13. All my music links on Spinrilla, my mixtapes, and YouTube will be under my name, DJ Designer Kid. Type that in, you'll see all my links. If you need my email, if you have any songs you want to send me, sack6music@gmail.com. SAKS, the number 6, music@gmail. And then basically to any artists out there that need management or artist development, I'm about to start putting together these classes where I have A&Rs, managers, and pretty much I say hip hop influencers come through and give you some free game on ways you can improve your artistry and become a better artist. So stay tuned for that. And stay tuned for my podcast, Raising the Bar.
Yes, definitely.
All the female DJs, letting them tell their side of the story on how they got started, why they wanted to be a DJ, and how taking over this game in a male predominantly ran organization is as a female. And
I'm gonna tune into that because
going up.
I'm sure they got some stories for sure.
Right. Shout out my first interview. I did that with DJ Millhouse. Shout out to homie. Next one is gonna be with it's gonna be either DJ Nikki Nice or it's gonna be either Go See Watts. So y'all stay tuned for that.
All right, definitely.
All right, Nightmare Radio.
Yes, that's right. Nightmare Radio. We out for a quick moment. We'll be right back with our part 2. Get familiar with our guest, Preston Gates. Keep it locked right here.
Let me see if this shit was playing. My kids are annoying.
Let me give y'all some music real quick. Yeah, we deep on the east side. Let me give y'all some music real quick while we pay some bills. I always wanted to say that.
Vincent.
That's the line.
Nice. Okay, cool. This shit confusing.
We do not get down with the West Side.
Bring some West Side people in here. We can have a conversation. All right, let's take a picture with Vincent.
Yes, definitely. We're gonna take a picture real quick. Play some music.
Yes.
You got some music?
Folks trying to do
Oh, I got some. I got it.
I got it.
I just wrote down your Pastor Ox concert is a Pastor Ox concert.
Pastor Ox is
Well, yeah, basically, it's chance for artists, indie artists to come showcase their music, get their shit played.
Yeah, it's been recorded. Oh, the camera? Probably cut off.
Politics, youth.
I got another SD card. It don't matter. This phone is fine. You can turn it sideways. That way we can use it for the email stuff. Love them.
So we should do this real quick.
I don't call people boo because I don't like their names. I just love you.
Yes.
You love boo.
Yes.
All right, y'all ready? This is the part two. All right, Hey. All right, one, two, three. So y'all stop. Stop questioning the best.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Fail.
All right, one more. One, two, three.
All right, perfect.
Okay, cool. Let's
Yeah, we're gonna put on the audio. We got the
get your prize because I had you know.
I
had a few.
I was serious. I couldn't have them.
Do we have any more champagne?
We do.
Thank you.
Okay, so she
Hey,
might
you're supposed to go to the bathroom. God damn. I think
I'll come out with you to make sure you get out. We got about 4 minutes though. Really less than that. Ooh, my battery back. What else?
God, for missing the trap in the trap in the trap, missing the trap in the trap in the trap, for missing the trap in the trap in the trap, for missing the trap. Yeah, for missing the trap in the trap in the trap, for missing the trap in the trap in the trap, for missing the trap. Yeah, for missing the trap. Well, drinking only my phone. Anywhere I go, I close. First and the third it rolls. Second they beat out a dope. Talk to the J when I get on the J like I'm playing through dice. I'm breaking bank, serving in feature, be draining your nose, tapping and rapping and drumming on rolls. Secret department is stepping to pole, dipping designers is the tool. Tapping these bitches from Hong Kong, making my ditches a long gone. Pitching them chickens like Jack Sparrow. Little man that's they ride home. Serve out the spattle with nachos. Turbo I smash it on whole pole. They don't chill on the Maybach with fish bowls. Moving up credits with big toes. Had to go buy me a mink coat. Cook up a key and blew up a key and talk a piano. Came from the streets, got on my feet and out in the Lambo. I had a club before I got a buzz, I bought me a bando. I'm on that drugs and I'm on that mud, I count on 200. Fuck out them dead and no one to trust, yeah, let your gun go. I told your mom, she gon' fuck shit for little Marlo. Big, lick, y'all. Listen to trap in the trap in the trap. Listen to trap in the trap in the trap. Listen to trap in the trap in the trap. Listen to trap. Yeah, listen to trap in the trap in the trap.
I love you.
Trap in the trap in the trap.
Okay, look, we're gonna go and put you on the counter because you be up here anyway. And I gotta make up for my list. You know, so February 15th, another birthday. go right back with you. Go up, get your everything. She ain't got no plans. Well, we can probably still do straight out the same day. It's on the way. The piece on the way, okay, boo? Yes, it's on the way. Omari got you. It's Miss Omari's view, okay? Everybody cool. Wrong.
All of the bitch you burn. I was getting money back then as well. Being on the spot, don't go, I had something. Now booked up, you can check my schedule. Swear I ain't regular, 200 racks for these shows. I use your package to go. You get finesse to be go. I finish gravity down. First and the third every day on my phone. We put on cash in the zone. Going through the city for this shit. I took the risk to get rich. Me and Marlo on the highway. He go his way, I go my way.
Yeah,
Put it from the driveway. All the niggas they can call us. We ride the traffic tomorrow. Get a cut off for the dollar. Get there impossible. I used to drive in Impala. Sit around with that chopper. That's how I got it. Y'all don't see nobody stopping me. I'm in the kid, ain't nobody on top of me. I feel like it's a part of me. I really know I made it out of private. You should drop it. Y'all, listen to tapping and tapping and tapping. Listen to tapping and tapping and tapping. Listen to tapping and tapping and tapping. Listen to tapping. Kick, but listen to tapping and tapping and tapping. Listen to tapping and tapping and tapping.
Give me that. He said that. But he was talking about the game.
Here where I go, I glow. 3.5 for the
Preston, we gonna put you right here. Oh, okay. My bad. I'll put it back in already. You're going to sit here. And let me, you just,
Hey, Mom.
hey. But it's
What you gonna do?
What you want to know?
You let me handle this.
You don't want her to be on here?
I ain't gonna be on there.
You are
She
gonna
can be
record it.
in here.
I can be in here.
You don't want her to record it?
I'm gonna listen. So
Nah, Ma.
I'm not stepping outside no door. You done brought me up in here. You done
Here.
lost your mind.
Here, sit right here in this chair right here.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna move out for me, baby. Thank you. Mama Lee, you can sit right here. And I'm gonna sit in this chair. Okay. Y'all wanna be in here? Ish, you want the boys in here?
Hey, please leave.
We love y'all. We got pizza coming for you, okay?
What you need? What you want? I can't you get it?
Promise, okay?
No.
Can you give us 20 minutes?
Yes, I am.
Thank you so much. Okay, I
You
appreciate
don't put
it.
a punishment. I'm pushing a punishment.
Oh, you ain't never put me in line.
All right, too late. You don't punishment.
You need a punishment for life.
Yeah, you can either sit here, thank you, or you can sit on this one, whichever is more
You want me to sit in the back of you or sit up behind you?
No one to the camera.
Okay, well, she gonna be in the camera if she sit right here.
Oh, get up. Mom, look, let me take care of that business.
No, she can sit right here. She's not gonna be in the camera, right?
Excuse
She'll be in
me,
there.
excuse me, baby. Excuse me. To you. You're not gonna talk to me any kind of way. You're gonna sit down and do what you have to do so we roll. Let's go.
That right, too.
Just keep it real. She keeping it real with you, you know.
Definitely sit down. Can you
I
have
can't. Oh, yeah.
Brittany know I am.
She ain't playing.
At the same time.
Okay, we gotta get some stuff off this
Right,
card because
I
So y'all pull up, y'all, you can start, you can go down there and talk, 'cause they gonna call you.
Oh, they're gonna call up? Okay, they're gonna call me on the
well,
phone.
let's wait till they call and then. What time is it?
Vincent.
1:30.
That'd be smooth.
Definitely. Let me pull my notes up because I got notes. I got
Oh, so
facts.
he's gonna be on radio for real.
Yeah. I'm gonna send you the link where you can listen to
the full audio.
it. Yeah. Right now we're actually live on YouTube. You want to say hey? My mom. We only got 2 viewers right now because we're on a break. My mom is definitely tuned in. So hey.
Hi.
There we go. And we're also going to get back live on IG or Instagram, but the audio is going to be recorded, packaged, edited, and then I'll send you the link for you so you can listen as well. It's going to be a good interview.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
baby. I'm a little
Definitely.
saucy.
You
I'm
want
at Copus
saucy?
drinking a drink. I can't even finish.
Make sure that you speak directly into your mic right here. Okay.
I got my young LA interview on.
You mean tell people actually looking at this?
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't be doing it. Nobody looking at it. What you trying to do?
Look big right there.
You better be glad Brittany right there.
Don't put me in the middle of it, please, Lord.
Okay,
I'm about to put y'all on
y'all
live.
ready? Oh, you waiting on the pizza to call?
Yeah. But you know what? The pizza gonna call.
Regardless.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and
I hope that was my cup.
Which
All
one?
your cups around here, you just fucking.
Just
oh man, more tea for the culture list. Ray J and Princess broke up. She just said they did.
They been broke. She been said that though, but
She
they didn't
can
know
tell-
shit was serious or
Yeah,
not.
you can tell she was a little feeling because you kept bullshitting.
Look at my
it's
girl
like,
Gabby.
You give people
She's
so
so
many
cute.
chances.
Gabrielle Union. I feel like we're
I
friends
love
in my head.
Y'all kind of favor.
Somebody told me that. George Brown used to tell me that in high school, but not with the locks no more.
He doing part of it, super fun.
Oh really? I didn't hear about that. George.
Me neither. Somebody else told me.
Dang, it's like
Don't
that.
be like that no more, man.
Oh man.
It's all the way up the bottom no more.
Amari was the MVP. Y'all some real.
Okay, let me
Erica said, "Hey
We're
everybody."
back
She
on
said she
live.
miss y'all.
Hey,
Oh, hey,
Erica.
Erica.
Miss you too.
Let me get around to this.
How we been doing? Yeah.
TV real quick.
He good. He at work right now.
Is it on?
Y'all still call him rude. Y'all funny.
A rule.
Let's can you hook that up so that we can make sure
Hey,
that
I would.
Need somebody to sign it. Really, you gonna sign it or do you don't care?
I'll sign it. Or you can sign it. You sign it. How do I
You
get
give
on the
him
TV?
the
Put on the TV? Yeah, you can give them like how much was it?
I don't know.
$4.
$4.
She said
$4.
$4.
That's good math.
You're welcome.
I used to be a server.
I feel you. You did it quick. $4. I was like, that's all right.
Times the first digit by 2.
Yeah.
Let's get them straight because they get on my nerves.
All right.
Let me go down and the kid.
Yeah.
Mama Lee gonna help with the kids.
Yeah, go help the
Each-
kid, man. Look at you with them glasses.
Each Mama Lee gonna get the
Look
kids
at
for
you with
you.
them glasses. Look at that she is.
Oh, cute.
Shit.
You real cute. Here for it.
Hey, y'all, she's working on 3?
What? Really?
She was on the radio stuff.
Okay, wait a minute,
I don't
Mama.
know.
I used to do I used to
Hold
do
on.
promotion and
Promotion and stuff?
yeah.
Well, you see, we got you
Yeah,
covered.
science type of situation. Yeah.
Which
I
which
get your,
HDMI
I
is
don't want to get your business out there.
That's what we need. We need work with that.
But I mean, I don't know if she got to connect no more. It's been a while.
Well, you not know.
It's
people.
on
No,
the
I don't
three.
look at the numbers though.
I don't know.
Yes,
if
I do. Rick Happy, yes, he's still there.
It's on 3.
Looking for a signal.
I tried to Greg Stevens
Hey,
lay that
sure, the
back.
camera make it look big. I've been big.
You just fat as hell.
Ladies, do you all agree with that?
Preston,
Yes.
you look very handsome.
Thank you.
Don't lie.
You the one
I'm
telling
here for
me.
these shades, man.
I'm telling you. Look at her. Who she think she is, man?
I'm gonna be on direct
No, you ain't.
That's right.
radio.
You put out those kids.
Don't put the first right here.
I don't know why it's not coming up, but
You know, I had a YouTube video made. Me, Joffrey.
Mom.
Uh-oh.
let my
Okay.
shine.
Can you scoot up just a little bit because we want to make sure
See
they can
if
get
this
you.
is
I gotta be like here then.
Yeah, you can be. Not really. We're just gonna turn it over.
Is that me now?
I know.
You are.
Let me get Whoopi real
What's
quick.
up, y'all?
What time is
You
it?
gotta, it's time.
37.
What's my questions? Anything I can reverse and go over anything?
Let me put this on mute so I can brief you for it. Okay, all right.
So y'all ready? We going live at 3, 2.
All right, y'all. We are back on Nightmare Radio for the second part of the Get Familiar segment today. Of course, it's your girl Brittany Kristen.
And each Steezek.
And of course, we have another Stevenson highlight in the building for today.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Y'all doing?
We got Preston Gates in the building today. What's up, Preston? How you been?
I have been blessed beyond belief.
I know that's right. You really have a real life testimony.
Yeah, I do. I definitely do.
Where have you been? Where have you been for the past couple years?
Well, I have been incarcerated for the last 3.5 years.
Yeah,
I was released in July of 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so that's why I've been.
Damn. Okay, so you've been in prison for, was that 3 years?
3.5 years.
3.5 years? I feel like it seemed like so much longer. So, you know, you my brother, we done gone way back in a neighborhood that I never technically lived in, but you know, it's cool. But why did you have to go to jail?
So
prison, excuse me.
Yeah, I was involved in a situation where I shot 2 people. Long story short, it was a shooting outside of a nightclub. I was walking outside the club. A group of guys wanted to come at me and my guys. It went to that level. Some fighting was involved. Some brawling was involved. They started shooting, and I did what I was supposed to do. I shot back.
In self-defense.
In self-defense.
Absolutely. And what was the result in that situation?
Direct result. It resulted me in prison. I went to court, the whole process, and I had to actually pay an attorney.
So you did not have a public defender. You actually spent money, researched, and found somebody that you felt was capable of doing the job for you.
That's correct. Now to go a little deeper in that, I feel like in that aspect of it, even having a paid attorney, your case is still not heard.
What do you mean? What do you mean when you say not heard? Like, for those that don't understand, like let's talk through the system and the process a little bit. So first you get arraigned, right?
Yeah, in the process, of course you commit the crime.
Mm-hmm.
Once you commit the crime, you get caught, you go to jail. Now, once you're in jail, you're sitting in the county jail actually waiting for a bond or for them to let you know what the process you got to take to get a bond.
Right.
Once you get your bond, that's when you make bond and you get out of jail, of course. Now, what they don't tell you is you're going to be sitting waiting in limbo for a decision to be made about your life. When I was on bond for like 2.5 years, maybe 2 years.
Oh, wow.
Around there.
So let me stop you here because I'm filling in the gap and I'm trying to parallel the story for those that are watching. So you were blessed because you were able to afford the price they put on your head to say, hey, you can come out until your court date, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So a lot of people, a lot of our cousins, a lot of Black and brown people, that's where they get caught up in the system, right there at the first little buck on the system. Like when it comes to posting bond, they can't afford it. And a lot of times these bonds are $1,000 or under. But when you're living in a certain lifestyle, and when your family is historically unable to compete with these types of things, that's it. So you're automatically in jail. You're sitting in jail waiting for a court date.
Exactly. I was actually in there. It was so many people in there with bonds that was about $100, $300.
As cheap as $300.
Yeah, and people really sitting there can't afford it. So from that aspect, let's say perhaps you go out and you, I don't know, doing something, smoking the blunt in public. Let's take that, right? So you get locked up. Your bond is, let's say, $1,000. So you got to pay what, $200 to the jail.
Just a percentage of it.
Yeah,
right?
just a percentage. So meanwhile, they do that to another Black individual, right? So therefore, you in there for something as simple as smoking a blunt in public, right? And you're a Black person. So let's take those two things into consideration right there. It's a petty crime. You lock me up. I'm Black. Now, guess what? This Black person can't afford to get out of jail, right? So now the jail know this and are aware of this situation, knowing this person's poor, whatever situation may be. Now, guess what we have? We have another black person locked up that's poor for a petty crime, sitting in jail. So now you're just another statistic in a jail cell.
And this is called systemic racism, when actual systems are in place to hold down people of color.
Exactly. And it's just crazy, man. Like, I done seen people in there that's really struggling to get a cup of soup. And a cup of soup in there is probably like maybe 70 cents.
When you say they struggling, what you mean? They don't have money in their books, or
no money on books, nobody to call. Maybe it's a repeated offender, and the repeated offender could be from different reasons. Maybe, okay, granted, you might just be a straight up criminal. However, think about this other offender that's homeless. The only way you got to live is to steal. The only way you got to live is to depending on the next opportunity to commit another crime. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how you eat. So we take this person, put them in jail. Now, this is another statistic for you. Every day in jail is a dollar amount for everybody in jail.
Really? What you mean by that? They're making money off of the people that they keep in jail.
Exactly.
All right. So the jail system is a way to create money.
Period. It's a business.
And who benefits from that?
Not me, not you.
Of course not. Not the cousins.
We paying for
Of course not. And our tax money is going towards that as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we already know that there's major corporations, all the people, the conglomerates at the top that have major stakes in private.
They invested to it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah. So it's crazy. Like, so you pocket the dollar amount. Don't quote me on this. I want to say $100 per inmate a day. So.
And how many people are we talking? Because I watched this little documentary on YouTube, on Netflix. But how many people are we talking about, like within a specific? How many people would you estimate or guesstimate were locked up when you were locked up?
Oh man, let's just say that they had to send people from DeKalb County to another jail for space.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
So while you're okay, maybe in one tank is probably about what?
And damn, and you're literally referring to the jail, like the actual building, as a tank, like a holding pen for people.
Yeah,
this is like slavery.
I'll let them tell it for animals. Damn. They don't tell you that part. Like, once you enter into the system, you're no longer Brittany. I'm no longer Preston. I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whatever that number is, property of the state. So therefore, you take that when you go to an animal shelter, you're looking for a dog. How do you locate that dog? It's a row.
Oh,
it's a square. It's a cage. You found it. In prison, in the cell, you got a top tier, a bottom tier. It's 2 rows. The cell's a square. Inside that square is me. I'm an animal.
You can go there if you want.
I'm an animal, bro. So at that point in time, granted, whatever crime you committed might have been heinous, malice, whatever case may be. But for the most part, in my recollection, what I seen during my time in my bed, people getting locked up for some stupid stuff. And they holding them because you're getting paid for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We hold them.
Of course, I wouldn't let my check go.
There you go.
So there has been like a lot of talk recently, especially like with Kodak Black talking about his treatment in jail, and they've been shutting down different jails. I think they just shut down the Parchment. I'm not sure where that is. I don't know if that's Mississippi or not.
Mm-hmm.
But talk about like the actual experience in the cell. Like, what did you have any food conditions? Did they starve you? Did they try to skip your meals? Did you feel like you were targeted at all, or did you see any of that going on?
I seen a lot. Food, let's stay there for 1 second. Food, they're gonna feed you. However, because by the state or by its law for you to get a certain amount of calories a day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So they gotta feed you. However, the food that you're eating, it might not be cooked all the way.
Yeah.
It might be bugs in the food.
I saw that. I saw that like food would be infested with like maggots.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So of course, me being who I am, I'm not eating that. You know what I mean? So if you're not eating that, of course it's gonna trickle down to your health issues. Because you're not getting the right nutrients, you're not getting the right calories so far for so long. So eventually you're gonna lose weight, look crazy, and probably die. But hey, you know
Right.
But as far as the treatment on a day-to-day basis in prison and jail, you have your gangs, you have that and the killers and stuff like that, but that's neither here nor there because everybody in there as inmates, you're doing time.
Right.
So after a while, you look past it, you get past it, and you deal with it. It becomes just your daily thing to understand that type of way of living. You
So
know?
what is the daily thing? Like every day I'm fighting for my life out here.
Nah, it's not like that every day in prison. But however, you put yourself in situations. If you're someone that don't mind your business and want to be in everybody else's situation, you want to go gang bang, you want to go gamble, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you putting yourself in a situation for crazy stuff to happen to you.
Right.
As far as people praying on the weekend there in prison or whatever, that is true. You do have those individuals that say, hey, I see this man got good money in his commissary, go to commissary, get food, whatever, prison food, nasty, I'm going to take yours, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That does happen.
Let me ask you, have you ever heard of the program?
What's the program?
Okay, so this is from this documentary. For those that are watching, I've watched the Khalil Browder documentary story about a 16-year-old kid that was arrested for walking home from a party, and he was consequently forced 3 years onto Rikers, and he didn't get a court date. It's a whole lot of stuff that surrounded his problem, his case. But specifically speaking about his time in Rikers, he realized that there was like another type of gang that existed between inmates and the correction officers.
Mm.
Like pretty much the correction officers allowed the inmates to run the show.
Yeah.
And they were all in cahoots. Like, hey, this inmate is being a little mouthy. I told him to do whatever. He was backing off of me, and I can't, because these cameras are right here, I can't necessarily retaliate against him. But if y'all do me this favor and jump him in the corner, I'm gonna make a way for that to happen without y'all getting in trouble for it, for handling my lightweight. And maybe I'll throw out some cigarettes, or maybe I'll smuggle in some weed or some drugs for you.
Now, that is true to an extent.
Okay.
Not every CO is corrupt and willing to handle that situation like that. It really depends on which prison you go to.
Mhm.
If you're at a prison that's really got a lot of stuff going on as far as killings, rapings, drug selling, stuff like that, then yeah, you'll find that more so than usual. But in other prisons, while you might try to pull that with a seal, they're gonna put your stupid ass in a hole. You know what I'm saying? So it can go either way. It just depends on how you understand it. But however, in my experience, because during my bid, I went to different prisons too.
Mm-hmm.
If you allow the inmates to run the prison and do their own thing, and you take care of stuff that's going on over here, it works better. Because prison's a big business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's really big business. Inside between the inmates and with the COs, however you put it, it's big business. So it works better. But yeah, it is situations like that. It does happen. You might have an inmate kill a CO. He might have life. You never know. And I don't think that inmate gonna do is get sent to the prison, but the CO did. So there's different situations, you know.
Oh, yeah. That's tough. Okay, so clearly you made it to the other side. I call you like a black unicorn all the time because, you know, like I just feel like sometimes people don't come back out as well acclimated as you. But what was your process transitioning from inside to coming back to society?
From inside, I would like to say just having a strong mind and having love, man. Like,
yeah, you have a whole lot of love and support. Look at the people that pulled up today. Absolutely.
Yeah, like if you ain't got love in that process, and really you don't need a whole lot, man. If you got one person that's really consistently showing up, just hearing that voice. I mean, a lot of the times while I was in there, I can care less about my commissary. Just come see me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's what made me feel good. Like I bet I can make another week. You know what I'm saying? Like I know my mama here, my brother here, whatever the case may be. They came to see me. Everything is love. Everything is what it is. So bet I got one more month in me. You know what I'm saying? Before you know it, throughout that whole process, I mean, hey, it's over before you know it. But you really gotta be strong-minded individual. If you're a weak-minded person, it's gonna eat you up.
Yeah, I bet.
Period.
And like since you've been out, like I know people have, it's like when you serve overseas, and people be like having PTSD you feel like, you know, are you exempt from that, or sometimes you have moments?
I do have it. I ain't gonna lie. It'd be times where I might be thinking, hey, I might have a dream or something, for example, I'm back in prison. You know what I'm saying? I might catch myself doing certain things and be like, damn, that's prison habit.
Like
just
how,
stop,
like eating,
you know what I'm saying?
and stuff like that.
It's just certain things, but for the most part, for the most of it is, I like to keep a piece of that in my mind to stay humble and catch myself getting the bad habits, doing old shit again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, oh shit, remember that time you had the orange on, but you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, cut it out. Or so they got to the point now, like, wearing nothing orange.
Right. You know what?
I mean? So,
have you ever been to Jeju Spa, the sauna?
I have. No, I haven't been, but you've invited me. We're gonna get there one day. But I've seen it on TV. You know that people be going.
Okay, so I went with my homegirl, and her boyfriend had spent some time in prison as well, like, you know, years before. And like when you go into Jeju, which is a overnight, I mean, it's like a 24-hour sauna spa. They give you like an orange uniform, a matching shirt and shorts, and there's like a general great open space where people can, you know, eat and chill out. You been before? Well, and so, you know, this is supposed to be like the lap of luxury. You can choose. You got this jumpsuit on, and you can choose any sauna you want to go into. And my friend's boyfriend was like, "Yo, I can't even. Y'all real suburban. I can't even get down with this. Like, I feel like I'm about to have to fight in the locker room, being in this orange jumpsuit and in the general space. You know, it put him back into a different position. But it pointed out that sometimes, like, ways in which we associate outside, it mirrors like institutionalization, and for a specific person, it can trigger. You know?
Easily. I mean, for me personally, every time I go to any restaurant or any type of establishment, we're gonna be there for a while. Don't put me with my back against that door. We're gonna have an issue. I promise you. If we're sitting like that, like, hey, switch seats with me. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna argue with me about, all right, bet, let's go sit on this other side of the restaurant. I don't want my back against the door. I got to see what's going on. I feel like I'm in control of my environment, because going back again in prison, like, that environment you can't control. Only thing you could do is maintain yourself.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So in any situation, it don't matter how much of a punk this person is or how big and bad this person is. That shit don't matter. It's about survival. You know what I'm saying? If I can't defeat you physically, I'm gonna find a way mentally or some way to get you out of my way so I can continue to survive for the rest of my bid to make it home.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Because the goal is to make it home.
Yeah. And the same way you went in. Came out, no scars, no scratches. You know what I mean? God bless me. Everybody ain't like that. Everybody's not that fortunate. You know what I mean? So I just say thank God every day, man, and be careful of the decisions we make. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I want my students to get that message. Be careful of these little small ass petty problems that y'all be having, and y'all want to create and make permanent decisions for a temporary situation.
That's right.
So what's the biggest lesson you learned from this whole experience, Preston?
Don't get caught ice plant.
That's the real.
Keep the ones you really love close, man. I mean, do I regret what I did? No. Do I regret who I did it for? Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that's real.
Like, if you love that person, if you really care about them, as the young folks say, fuck with them, keep them.
Right.
Put your arms around them. You know what I'm saying? Like, my thing is, considering God bless his soul, Kobe Bryant, the Nipsey Hussles and everything like that, don't show me love when I'm dead, because I can't feel that.
Right, show me right now.
Show me now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, put your arms around me. Kiss me. Tell me you love me. Every time I kick in my pockets, got the phone with him, I love you, bro. Yeah. Like, I don't care. Gay nigga, no, I love you, bro. I don't care nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? I might not see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, like, and live every day like it's your last. Want to pop a bottle, pop two.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, that's how I feel. That's how I feel, straight up.
Definitely.
So what I know you kind of mentioned to Brittany that you wanted to get into a lot of reform. So talk about the new projects that you want to work on, and we're gonna try to help you out. Whatever we can do, let us know.
That's right.
And go ahead.
I've been thinking a lot about the prison reform thing as far as nonprofit or whatever. I noticed that Meek Mill and Jay-Z, they doing their thing with their prison reform too. I kind of wanted to start my own, you know.
Yes.
As far as because once I went to the work release center, similar to Halfway House, so I had the opportunity to get myself together financially and come on home. Some people ain't got that, you know what I'm saying? You got
Do you
people
have to be like eligible to do that, or?
Yes and no. That's when that knowing the right people in the system come in. But at the end of the day, some people are mandatory work release Halfway House, and some people are not.
Depending on their charge.
The charge, time, whatever. So I want to put something together to the point where once you get out of prison, we still got hands on you. You know what I'm saying? If you need us, holler at us. If you struggling with anything, you know what I'm saying, we can provide our job for you. We can help you look for a job, housing, stuff like that. If you got kids, put you in a position where it was just smooth, just make a smooth transition back home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And after that, like the PTSD thing, it's people that have seen way worse than I did.
Right.
It's people that did way worse than I did in there. You know what I'm saying? So
mental health, like let's check in.
Yeah, like it's a whole
check in.
It's a whole new thing that's killing us, mental health.
Yeah.
So put a hand on it. I want to be able to look out and reach out if I can. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you the opportunity, but if you mess it up, you mess it up. That's on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So of course I gotta, round it out with some educational facts, of course. So even though Governor Deal is no longer the governor of Georgia, he definitely, as controversial as his 2 terms were, he definitely led the charge in criminal justice reform in the state of Georgia. And so while under his terms, he implemented legislation to prohibit the shackling of pregnant inmates, which was unfair, and a whole lot of other things. He also put a stop to jobs who prohibited professional licensure for former convicts with colorful backgrounds.
Yeah.
And one thing that was really, really important that happened during his terms was he raised the age for criminal responsibility from 17 to 18.
Okay.
And that alone was really just like snatching our young men up, 16 and a half, I get arraigned. My birthday's in 3 weeks. I'm charged as a 17-year-old, which is an adult, which changes things, right?
And this is Governor Deal.
This is Governor Deal.
Okay.
As controversial as his legacy or his tenure in Georgia was, and now we have Brian Kemp, so we're really gonna hold him to the wire as far as seeing what else can be done. But as somebody that has been through the system, made it to the other side, what are some things that you would like to see done for inmates that are still, struggling to navigate through the system?
I think a big thing would be this is how I feel straight up. If I'm gonna do time, if I'm gonna pay my debt to society, why am I paying that debt if when I get out, I still can't vote, can't get no good job, can't get my life back together? What if I went in as a doctor and I made a mistake and I come out as a McDonald's worker?
Damn.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
And what they say about you can't take my education from me, but if I can't put it to work, if I'm not given the same advantage or opportunity to apply it.
Exactly. What's the point? You know what I mean? So another thing I want to see is actually helping people out there in prison. While I was in prison, just if those of y'all that know me, I'm not no slouch or complacent person. So I chose to educate myself. I chose to read and draw my own business plans along with other things of prison daily activities.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? Like I chose to do that stuff on my own. You know what I mean? So I think it'd be good because you got young kids in there that they got GED programs, but as far as what if that man got 15?
Yeah. What's he gonna do for 15 years?
I got you giving me no option but to go stab and fight and gamble and all the other ignorant things to get involved in. You know what I'm saying? So if we could not we, because I ain't got that. I don't got that authority. But if they could put something in place to actually help everyone advance the educational endeavors while you're in there, that'd be great.
Definitely.
I guarantee more people will come home with scholarships versus war wounds. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I mean, give us what we need. I mean, we're gonna do our time regardless. We ain't got no choice.
Right.
But let me do something with that time.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's all I say.
Most definitely. Dang, Preston
coming through with the gym.
Hey,
yes,
man.
dropping them on him.
Hey man, y'all better pick them up.
Definitely. Oh. Uh-oh.
So
on the line, y'all can see what's going down. He said,
So
You don't want me to talk, y'all.
You don't want Mama to talk, but that's okay.
Mama Lee, we could do a post show.
Yeah, we'll get you on.
With is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay, cool. Well, Preston, thank you for sharing your story with us.
no problem at all, man. Y'all like it's in the note, y'all just stay woke, pay attention. These slave masters ain't got whips no more. They got handcuffs.
Mm.
You know what I'm
Ooh.
saying? So pay attention for real.
Woo!
Yeah.
Now that was hot.
That was right.
That was hot.
Yeah, the slave masters ain't got whips, they got handcuffs.
Nice, pretty silver bracelets for you.
Yeah, they ain't got diamonds.
Dang.
For real.
Where can we follow you on social media? Where can we keep up with you? Where can people tune in so they can check back so that once you have established your solution, you know, they can contribute and help you.
Follow me at Yo P Gates on Instagram.
Oh my gosh, is that what that says?
Yo P Gates. That's
I'm
what it
saying
is.
yop.
I actually turned it to y'all. I stole it.
Yappy Poppy. Remember I gave you the name Yappy Poppy.
Poppy. Yes, I'm gonna keep it.
Yo
Y'all
P
copy that
Gates.
too.
Okay.
But it's really Yo P Gates.
It's okay.
Facebook, Martez Temp Fade, Shadow Gates. Unfortunately, Temp Fade is gone, but that's my name on Facebook.
Oh man,
Yeah,
the
Martez
fade is gone.
Oh,
It's
wow,
gone.
yes, good little.
Man, all right, Preston. Thank you so much for stopping in with us, for rounding out our show, dropping the gems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely. And in the show notes, we're gonna definitely provide you with some links to some other literature if you want to inform yourself about criminal justice reform that's going on in the state of Georgia and on a national level. I'm gonna get that together and definitely drop that for y'all. Oh, that's not even recorded no more for y'all.
Okay, I stopped the recording. All right, that's dope. That was dope. Appreciate it.
Definitely.
No problem.
You did a great job.
Thank
That
you.
was good.
We gotta take a picture of the board. I know it's
Yeah.
warming.
He didn't want
Air real quick, I heard
he
that.
didn't want mama to say.
Right. Why not? We about to put you on the live. There we go.
There was a lot of people on here too on Facebook.
It would. Oh, you went live on Facebook?
Yeah, because that's where the people at.
Just
Yeah.
how your mom feel.
Definitely. What you got to add
You
to
leave
it?
it up for right
Here we
now.
go. Let me swing it around for you.
My thoughts together.
Okay.
What's up, y'all? Y'all on here?
I gotta come up with
We
it.
are still live. We're about to finish out the show. We got to do this boss talk.
Oh, we do have to do boss talk.
I just wanted to go on a little rant.
Definitely.
In mind.
Do your thing.
Okay, let's close the door for one quick second. And then we're gonna do boss talk.
Good.
We're gonna do boss
Birthday
talk.
boy.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Brandon can say something with me. Come up here
Probably.
with me, Brandon. Come up here with me, Brandon. Yeah, come up here with me, Brandon.
Okay, we about to do this last little segment.
Oh, yeah.
What is
And
box?
then,
What is box talk?
boss talk? It's just a little motivation.
Yeah, we want to leave on a good note. We share some
Can you close the door for me?
Yep.
Can I have this text please?
Okay, y'all ready?
Yes. What was the
Am I in or not?
You can sit back down. Yeah, definitely sit back down with us.
Yeah, I'm just about to say this little part and then that's it. Then we out of here.
Oh, are we doing a seat at the table?
A seat at the table? Yeah.
Was that question did you talking about?
We can do it.
Okay.
Yours was
We're not doing Hood Jeopardy this week. We had to give it a break.
Right. Shout out to my
It's been a
mom.
little hood.
Yeah.
We got a little too hood.
The Hood Jeopardy was hood.
It's me getting a little too hood. So we have to give it a little break. You know, we'll bring it back in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
You know, it's fun to play. So if you ever want to come back,
Hey, yeah, I wanna
come back and play. All right, let's get into this last little part. You ready?
Mm-hmm. Oh, was this
All
brought by
right.
Wooby?
I mean,
We'll edit it in there.
okay, so this is the last segment of the show. If you've made it this far in the recording, we appreciate that because that means you are really listening and we appreciate you for tuning in. And we're going to give you a little bit of motivation. This is a segment we haven't done yet. It's called Boss Talk. We're just going to talk about or provide you with some motivation for the rest of your week, a little motivational vitamin. Me and Brittany have been doing this consistently for about 2 years in August. But the only way it got done is because we went out there and created our own opportunity to do it.
Yep.
We didn't wait on anybody to tell us what to do. We just went ahead and did it ourselves. And sometimes when you're in this business, you want to go ahead and meet the people that's already at the top. You want to meet the people that's already doing it. You want to get in and go up fast, but sometimes it doesn't work like that. We talked about networking across a little bit today, but at the same time, you have to build your own table. You have to put your legs on the table yourself. You have to
assemble the chairs too.
Yes, because sometimes you will find yourself struggling creatively and struggling with your business mind, wanting to get to a place where you really have to put the work in. Sometimes you can't sit at the table where everybody else is sitting at because one, they probably won't allow you to sit there. They're probably going to hate on you because they know that, okay, yeah, I see she has the potential to do it, but it's not her time to sit at this table yet. So what you do, you build your own table. Like my friend Chanel says, you go to Home Depot, you get that wood, you get those nails, you get those hammers, and you put the work in. When you go in this week and you're thinking about things that you want to do and the things you want to accomplish, think about the work that you have not put in yet. Think about the work that you need to do to get there. Think about the things that need to be executed, because sometimes we'll sit there and we'll put it in our head like, okay, yeah, I know I want to do this. I'm going to do this. But you ain't did nothing.
Yeah, you ain't put the work in that's necessary to produce exactly what you say you wanted to do.
Exactly. And without work is dead. You have faith in everything that you want to do, but you didn't put that work in, you're not going to get anywhere. You have to get out here. You have to get it, no matter what your circumstances are. Wooby tells me this all the time. Don't let your circumstances determine where your end result, your end goal. You always have to put that work in. You always have to keep that strong mind. And that comes with the sacrifices that we talked about earlier in the show. Keep those sacrifices, choose the sacrifices wisely. Like, okay, I can't be with my kids today because I'm going out here to put in this work. But in the end of the day, they're going to see it's all going to pay off.
They're going to benefit from this work that I'm putting in.
And make sure that you make the correct decisions necessary to get to where you need to go. Sometimes you might have to not do that certain thing so that you can get to where you need to be. Sometimes that money that you really want is not the money that you need to get to where you need to be. Sometimes you got to let some checks go, you know? So that's all a part of building your own table and creating your own path. And that is the end of Boss Talk. Unless Brittany want to add into the song.
Hey man, you summed that completely up. That is real. You definitely, I heard that those words were given to me by someone that's very prominent in this media and broadcasting industry. Mo Quick, shout out to you, Mo Quick, ATL on the Morning Takeover, Streets 94.5. She told me at Mo Quick Media session number 2, because I asked her then I was 28 years old, single parent, teacher, trying my best to impart my place in this industry. As somebody that technically I'm old, you got these young girls out here, young boys that are straight in college, fresh out of college, 20 something, grinding with the opportunity. And I took a different path. And so I asked her, for somebody that's like a real adult with real responsibilities and a real career out here that's still trying to break into this industry, what type of advice do you have for me? I mean, I have time for interning because I got a real, situation going on. I got responsibilities. And she told me, you create the stage yourself. Create your own platform. Build your own platform. Build it, they will come. Be consistent, and they will come. And that was 2 years ago. And look what the grind has produced for us. And we still going. Shout out to the kids.
Shout out to the kids. We were supposed to have a kids segment today, but
don't worry. Tune in for the next. Don't worry. We
give us about 2 more weeks.
Yeah.
To present that out to y'all. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. He made me lose my train of thought, but that's okay.
It's all right.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and we will see y'all next week, same time, same place.
Don't sleep. It is Nightmare Radio.
All right, that's it.
Yay! Thanks, guys.
Is his Facebook booming?
Is it?
I mean, mine's not. No.
I didn't tag you.
I did on Instagram. I gotta remember.
That thing will be booming in a minute.
I be forgetting about Instagram, but send me those videos that we just took. Let's get up live on mine because I'm on 7% probably.
Bring your kids to work day. Bring your kids to work day. They
Yay.
can out the room all day. We need to get us out of here.
You guys to me? Thanks, guys. It's a wrap. That was a good show. How y'all feel?
I feel like it was good too. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. We're gonna have the audio up real soon. And yes, it's over. We got a couple meetings, so just keep so yeah, thank y'all for tuning in.
Hear us now. Who would do that? Is that the one from Men in Black? Hold down. I used to get you like these ears and them fingers.
I just want to thank y'all. What's her name?
Ella.
Ella.
Ella. She's our showrunner.
Aisha, you just don't know we've been family for they was kids, bringing everybody.
Yes.
These my people. Especially that one right there. He done been through some stuff, but girl, you just don't know.
I know. He was my boyfriend and him real close. Mm-hmm. They was in trouble together too.
Yes.
So, yeah.
But it's all our black brothers that was in there. You know, you got the Mexican, but it's like a little handful. You just don't know when you go down there and visit him.
Yeah.
The white sitting on this side, the black sitting on this side. You know what I mean? It's just awful.
Yeah, but I'm so glad he came home. He was able to get out
and readjust and put himself back in the swing of things. Like I tell you all the time, what I say, you a black unicorn.
I try, baby. Every day I wake up and go do something different. It'd be great.
Yeah,
but it's just a shame that as we being black people, not only us, even it's the young kids that going in now. They don't want to commit these crimes. Like why have a Martin Luther King? I understand about Martin Luther King, you know, that isn't our culture, but we the one turning against each other.
And it seems like there's no, like, okay, I know that everybody wants to be, you know, the man, the boss, and the leader, but we don't have like direct central leadership within our culture, within within the Black and Brown society. So it's difficult for us to like adequately organize so we can make changes. And if a leader does emerge, you know, then we got to question the values and what are they more focused on, the bag?
And we all work together. Look how the Mexicans, wherever they is, the Spanish come across the water. They can get a business like this.
Yeah, they be working together.
We so against one another that we so jealous of each other. For what? We can have just as much as they can have. We can rule this world.
We built this nation.
Exactly.
Yeah, the Aboriginals, absolutely. My student, I was so proud to hear my student say, she was like, I'm Aboriginal, brown and black woman. I was like, listen to you. Who told you that word?
No, you told you that.
Miss Hill taught her that.
Oh.
But yeah, it's real. Can you believe I'm a teacher, Mama Lee?
I said the same yesterday.
For where?
Arabian Mountain High School.
God is good.
Yeah, but they got until May because I'm out. But you know,
how you gonna be?
So you got a teacher.
Well, I am a teacher.
Don't tell nobody that no more. Just say I teach.
I know, right?
Right.
I'm gonna learn you something.
I'm gonna learn you something.
Yeah, I'm gonna learn you something.
Definitely. Okay.
I don't know why I can't see the videos, B.
You can't send them. You can't airdrop them. Is it because the battery is low?